Hi, welcome to a new video. In this video, we're gonna be testing if it's really worth upgrading your farming tools to Mythic. So we're gonna first try a legendary one. So as you can see, we have, I'm gonna show you. We have this, the Blessed Cactus Hoe. As you can see, my farming fortune is 87.5. and farming wisdom 14. And then, yeah, that's a reforge the rest to 16 speed. But so I know you're gonna be able to get more than I'm gonna be getting if you have, so you can have better armor, and you can also some more enchants or reforges on your equipment. You can also use a recombolator to make your equipment to legendary, I'm pretty sure, or is it epic? Wait, okay, yeah, so you can get them to epic at least, and you can have a better reforge on them. Same with armor, you can have a better reforge, I'm pretty sure, or this might be the best. No, I think you can have overgrown grass, and you can also have better armor. You can have either squash or the fermented one, but I'm gonna be still testing it out and see if it's worth, if it's still worth it, even if you say what is the difference that you get when you use a legendary compared to the mythic one. And I don't have cultivating, what is it, 10 I think it is, because you need 100 million like on the counter, and I have 33 million, as you can see on the cultivating counter. So I miss, what is it, like one farming fortune there, and also dedication I won't be able to get to 4 since it's like 70 million just for one book. I'm not trying to spend 70 million for that when I can get dedication 3. Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm just trying to see. I don't see. Okay, and then it's the harvest. So right now I have dedication 1, or dedication 2 I mean, and harvesting 5. So I have 2 books here for dedication, not dedication 2, so we can get dedication 3. And I also have the harvesting 6 book, so we can get 100 in farming fortune with the reforge. But we can also get, what is it? This grants 0.5 farming fortune. What's it called? For the garden milestone for that crop. So we will have, I think that gives 1, and then we have another. So we have, I'm not actually sure. Wait. Okay, so as you can see here, you can have up to 2 farming fortune. So 1 is farm 0.5, 2 0.75, and then 3 plus 1. So I'm missing in full not a farming fortune, but I'm not trying to spend 70 million. As you can see, a dedication 4 book will cost me 73 million, and maybe can get it for 65, but still. And 3 goes for 5, but since I already had 2, I just bought 2 because there's 3, and then I only have to pay 2.6. About 2 dedication 1, and then the harvesting 5 goes for 5 million. So I just bought this, and I'm gonna put it on the hook real quick. Shit, I have no sound on. I forgot that. I turned it off. That's why I didn't hear anything. Just gonna do that also. We now have dedication 2 and the harvesting 6. I'm just gonna put those on to 1 book, and we put that, and 17. Never mind. Gonna have to do that, and now we should be able to, yeah, like that. And I'm gonna show you again. As you can see now, we have harvesting 6 and dedication 3. So it's not the maxed out hoe that you can have, but it's up at the top, and of course you can have a bit better here. But I'm gonna see if it's worth. Then you still should be able to see if it's worth legendary, if it's worth getting, like upgrading your hoe from legendary to mythic. So we're gonna see, and so we're gonna start by farming. So my plan, I think, that for each like tier we say legendary, we do a full layer, like I'm not gonna do both layers for one, but we do a full top layer, and then we do the same for the mythic one, that we do a full layer. And I'm gonna empty all my stacks in between it, so like write down what the number difference is, and then we're gonna see if it's really worth it. So I think we should get straight into it. Now, before we start, I'm just gonna empty the sack. I'm none in there, as you can see, and we have 21 in there. But I also need to do one thing real quick. I need to buy 11. We buy this sacks. Buy exactly, so I don't have to store the carrots anywhere. I'm just gonna do this real quick and do that. Then I'm gonna use the empty this. Emptying that, and then we put it there, so if my inventory gets filled, it still stays so my inventory doesn't have to get filled. And we have to like do that well, so it just auto-crafted. So now I think we should get started and start farming, see how much we can get with the legendary one. So we're gonna do the entire top layer, then check how much enchanted and how many, because it won't be that many normal carrots I have left after that, so to compare to. So I think we should get started. Okay, the server restarted. I'm just gonna have to quickly like that. I go back to the garden and see if we can continue farming. Hopefully the server doesn't close on us again. Let's go over here to where we started. Like this, and then we just continue. We're now almost done. We only have this, what is it, 4 more rows? Or what? Many noise? Not fully sure how many it is. But then we're finally done with the legendary one at least. And like that. Now we're actually finally done. So I'm actually gonna do this. Open the sack again, and we just use all the stored carrots from the sack. Like that. So we only have 60. What is it? I don't even know. What is that? Like 80 carrots left? Let's do that and I see 80. But yeah. So on the counter it went up a bit. Like that. I'm not supposed to do that. But we're gonna check the stack again. Now we're gonna check the enchanted. How many did we get? We got 1.5k enchanted carrots from one layer with the legendary one. So from the enchanted, I'm gonna count it, or write it down. So in total we got 1,551 enchanted, and we got 80 carrots left, since you need a bit more to make another enchanted. But it's quite good, I think, or I would say, from one layer with just, or it's not even maxed out, and you can still get better stats on both armor and what's called, on both the armor and the equipment. But now it's time to make this mythic. So I actually have this ready already to do. I actually put out an offer for a combo later. Now we're gonna go and get it to mythic. So we're quickly gonna run over here and get it done. So now you can see this was how we were using, as you could see before in the video. So we're now gonna recombulate it to a mythic. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but let's do it. We get a mythic one, and let's see what the difference will be. If you get, I see the farm of fortune is a bit higher. The what's called bonuses and such are a bit higher on mythic. But let's do it. Oh, that's kind of it was the first time I've done it. So. But yeah, let's see the difference now if we use the mythic ones. So let's get straight to. I forgot to also say that I'm using the elephant pet, and I'm using the green bandana on it, so I get 4 farming fortune for each of my garden levels. And it's quite expensive to get elephant pet. The lowest elephant pet is 18 million, so yeah, they're a bit expensive for a level 1 right now. I didn't even know if there's any level 100s. I'm trying to see if I can find any level 100s and see if there are any cheap, or what cheapest level 100 are. But yeah, we're up at 20 million almost. We're over 20 million now. That's 11 seen, level 195 I've seen. But yeah, as you can see, they're quite here's some level 100s. 28, 25 million, around 25 million if you wanna buy a level 100, it looks like. So they're a bit expensive, and the Grim Bandana doesn't even seem to, no one seemed to be selling it. So, but yeah, last time I checked, they went for like 20 million or something. Might be even more now. But yeah, that's what I mean, and that's because the only way to get them is through visitors. So yeah, I think we should get straight into testing the Mythic one out now. See how much we can get done. So I'm just gonna empty sack. I'm actually gonna put it. I don't wanna like get rid of it or sell it yet. So I'm just gonna put it in a chest or something in my like on my home island. Okay, let's use this. Let me take that. Let's see, they have to be fully empty. That is the first one, and then we can just put other one in it to compare it. So yeah, so I think we should get straight into testing out the Mythic one now. Okay, because the top layer isn't regrown yet, I'm just gonna do the bottom layer. For the Mythic one, it's just the same layer. So I think we should get straight started and just do the bottom layer instead of just having to wait for the top one. So let's go. Okay, now we're almost done. Only have these 4 layers left now. I'm just quickly gonna get these layers farmed, or this rows farmed, and we're done. Then we're gonna see how much we actually get. Okay, like that. Now we're actually done. We have done the entire bottom layer, and now the top layer is grown, but we're done, so I don't need to farm it anymore. So now we're gonna see. We're gonna do the same thing. Just use all the carrots in the first one. So we have 28 carrots still in the normal stack. And if we then go in here and check these, well, 15 was it 1550 or something? 1550. So I know that there was a few crops in the bottom one that wasn't grown, but it wasn't like there was one. It was like 2, maybe 3, like blocks that what's called the carrot had been destroyed on. I'm trying to see if I can find one, but still, it shouldn't have made that big of a difference. If it would have, I would have had that. I maybe would have gotten a few more. What's called, like there was one, but there ain't too many of those, and it wouldn't have been that big of a difference. I don't think. We just maybe 1 or 2, maybe, or maybe. But it wouldn't be that many more enchanted carrots. So technically, it actually isn't that good to make it to Mythic, I don't say. Because if you compare it, so we get, it was just a few more, so it isn't like a wow thing to actually upgrade it or recombinate it. Maybe it's different if you have the best armor and best equipment, I don't know. But so from the legendary one, we got 1551 enchanted and 80 normal, and from the mythical we got 1550 and 28. But then you also have to remember there was 2 or 3 like blocks that there wasn't any carrots, so maybe we got a few more, but still, for to get it to what's called legend to mythic, you need to recombinate it, which cost 8.2 million. Is it really worth it to get to 8 million? Is it really worth 8 million to get just a few more carrots? No, I would say. Maybe it's different if you have the best armor or something. I have no clue, but if you want, I could probably make up like a video on this when it actually is. Like I could do a video doing the same thing I did now in a few weeks if you want, and I can maybe try and get the ferment armor or something, and better, or like recombinate these and get the best reforge, at least in these. I don't know about if I can get an armor, because I'm gonna be showing you. For the armor one, I have to pay 60 million each, so yeah. But so if you want, I could also do a video of me testing the difference between the squash and the ferment armor if you want. Let me know down below if you want me to do a video like that, where I test like I did now on the hoe, if it's that big of a difference between the squash and the ferment armor. Just let me know down below if you want me to do that video. And then if you want me to do a video, like an update video on these, when I actually have the best armor and equipment and such, if you want me to do a video like where I compare epic to legendary, the character again, let me know down below and I will try and get it done when I have the stuff. So it might not be now, but I will try to get it done in the future. But so if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and like I said before, comment what you want, if you want me to do any of those video ideas in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next video. So peace.